The Conspiracy. Title: The Son They Never Knew. In the heart of Lagos, where the streets are always alive with car horns, shouting traders, and the smoke of music, there stood a tall glass building, the headquarters of Emeka and Sons Holdings. Inside that building worked Mr. Samuel Adeyemi, a man known for his calm smile, sharp mind, and honest heart. Samuel had been with the company for 15 years. Everyone respected him. The young workers ran to him for advice, the senior managers valued his opinions, and even the CEO often called him the backbone of this company. But in every place where the sun shines too bright, shadows begin to grow. There were a few men in the company, Connor, Patrick, and Musa, who had been there almost as long as Samuel. They did their work well enough, but they hated the way Samuel's name was always on everyone's lips. They hated that clients asked for him by name. They hated that he was the one the CEO trusted most. One evening, after most workers had gone home, the three men sat together in a corner office. The air was heavy with cigarette smoke as Connor leaned forward. "This man is everywhere," he said. "If we don't do something, forget promotion. We will always be under him." Patrick nodded. "Let's finish him once and for all. We plan something, make it look like he's stealing." And that night, a plan was born. Over the next 2 months, the three men secretly moved company funds into a hidden account. But they made sure that account was in Samuel's name. They forged his signature, changed some financial records, and even planted fake email trails. Then, one Monday morning, just as Samuel was sipping his tea, security men entered his office. "Mr. Adeyemi," one said coldly. "Please come with us." Samuel's cup trembled in his hand. "What's going on?" But they didn't answer. They took him to the conference room where the CEO, the company's lawyer, and the three conspirators sat with grim faces. Documents were spread on the table. "Samuel," the CEO began slowly, "we have evidence you've been transferring company funds into your personal account. This is fraud." Samuel's mouth went dry. "Sir, I swear, I have never taken a kobo from this company." Connor shook his head sadly. "We have emails, bank statements, you should confess." Samuel looked at the papers, all of them carried his name. But deep in his heart, he knew these were lies. The case went to court. Samuel's lawyer fought hard, but the forged evidence was too convincing. The judge's voice echoed in the courtroom. "You are hereby sentenced to 20 years in prison." Samuel's wife fainted on the spot. Chapter 2: The Forgotten Son. Years passed. Samuel's wife could not bear the shame. She divorced him and left the city. Friends disappeared. His name became a warning in the company: don't end up like Adeyemi. But unknown to everyone, Samuel had a son from his youth, David. David's mother had lived in Port Harcourt, and Samuel had supported them quietly all his life. David had never been to Lagos, but he knew his father was in prison for something he didn't believe he could do. When David finished university, he decided to find out the truth. Without telling anyone he was Samuel Adeyemi's son, he applied for a junior position at Emeka and Sons Holdings. From the first day, David kept his head down. He listened more than he spoke. He stayed late in the office, pretending to work while actually studying old records in the archives. One night, he found something. An old external hard drive in a dusty cupboard. On it were emails, real, unedited emails from 15 years ago. And there it was, an email chain between Connor, Patrick, and Musa discussing the exact plan to frame Samuel. They even bragged about how the boss believed every word. David's heart pounded. But he knew this wasn't enough. He needed proof that these men had actually moved the money. Weeks turned into months. He befriended the company's current IT manager, gaining access to the backup server. There he found transaction logs, the same ones that had been hidden from the court during his father's trial. And this time, The money trail led not to Samuel, but directly to accounts owned by Connor, Patrick, and Musa. Chapter 3: The Reckoning. David waited for the perfect moment, the company's 50th anniversary celebration. All senior staff, past and present, would be there. Even the media had been invited. When it was time for the speeches, David requested a few minutes to honor someone who had been wronged. The CEO allowed it. David walked to the stage, holding a small laptop. His voice was calm but strong. 15 years ago, an innocent man was sent to prison for stealing from this company. His name was Mr. Samuel Adeyemi. Many of you believe the story told about him. But I am here to show you the truth. The hall fell silent. David projected the emails on the big screen. The signatures, the transaction logs, the private conversations, everything laid bare. Gasps filled the room as people saw the names of Connor, Patrick, and Musa. The three men's faces turned pale. "This," David said, pointing at the screen, "is why my father spent 20 years in prison for a crime he never committed. My name is David Adeyemi. And today, I clear my father's name." The room erupted. Some cried. The CEO's hands trembled as he turned to glare at the guilty men. Within weeks, the company paid a massive settlement to Samuel, and the case against the three conspirators was taken to court. Samuel was released from prison, an old man but with his dignity restored. When father and son finally embraced outside the prison gates, Samuel whispered, "You've given me back my life." David smiled through tears. "No, Papa. You gave me the courage to fight." And in the heart of Lagos, the name Adeyemi shone again, this time untouchable.